Hey guys, I think it's time to rock it. What do you say? Hey guys, welcome back again, Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back to the channel. This is your home for tech, toys, and talk. And of course, the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So we're back again for yet another unbox. But before we start, I want you guys to go ahead to that QR code right at the top of the corner of the screen right there. That is, if you scan that code with your mobile device, that will take you directly to a donation page for Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Institute. It's a local cancer facility here in the Buffalo, New York region that, well, one of the leading researchers in cancer and developing of treatments and new vaccines to fight cancer. That is Roswell Park. And if you notice, the icon right next to it talks about the Ride for Roswell. That's what I'm a part of. Every year, me and my wife participate in a massive bike riding charity event that raises awareness and also fundraises for Roswell Park itself. Every year they raise millions of dollars, and guys, if you can, please take a few bucks out of your own pocket and donate to the Ride for Roswell, either through the QR code at the top of the screen, or there's a special donation link right in the video description below, and that will take you directly to Roswell Park to donate. So guys, please help me, help Roswell, and let's ride for a cure. Okay? Now let's get back to this. What do we have here? Well, we got the Silver in Space Ranger. We have Zane. Zane with his, with his cycle right here, guys. Now, Zane was the 6th Ranger, part of Power Rangers in Space. He was actually frozen, suspended animation, if you will, because he had an illness, but over time, unbeknownst to Andros, the Red Ranger, Zane was actually healing and getting better and better. Once he was thawed out, he became the 6th Ranger. He was a bit cocky, but he was always there when you needed him. And of course, he had his in-space cycle, which this is the 2nd version of the Zane Silver Ranger. I missed out on the first one. Apparently, this one is supposed to have a better sculpt. So let's check it out. What do you say? Now, of course, you get your in-space branding right here. Well, it's not really branding, it just says there. We get the in-space logo. Shows you all the accessories. Zane with his civilian head, his ranger body, some alternate hands, and of course his little space lance, and of course his cycle. That's all you get with Zane. That's all you get. Let me just go ahead and slice right through. And while I'm slicing through, guys, I want you guys to do me a tremendous favor. In the video description below, of course, there's going to be the link for Roswell Park. I'm also going to have a link for some of our other Power Ranger videos, including my unbox of the Zap Megazord. I went in on the Zord Ascension project from Hasbro, and I got the Megazord. I also have Dragon Zord coming soon. But in the meantime, I want you guys to go ahead and check out the Zap Megazord. And also, there's another link you'll find in the chat, or in the video description, I should say. And that other link is directly to a friend of mine, The Legacy of Nerd. The Legacy of Nerd is an awesome YouTube channel. And he's your go-to source for anything Power Rangers. And yes, I am saying that. He has interviewed at least 16 different Power Ranger actors this past year alone. Over 16. And guys, it's only March 21st. I mean, who else gets to interview 16 different Rangers in just under 3.5 months? I mean, come on, that's insane right there. So I really want you to check out Legacy of a Nerd. He's definitely your go-to source for anything and everything Power Rangers. He also has a Facebook page called The Legacy of Nerd. So you want to check that out. Also, if you are a toy collector and you're looking for a great and awesome chill toy collecting group, there is a group on Facebook called Toy Collectors Unite, which is actually founded by The Legacy of Nerd and by some weirdo named Dave's Dimension. So go ahead and check that out. So let's take a look at Zane right here. Zane in all of his silverness. to straighten out his legs. That's one downside to these new no plastic packaging. Is well, with a lot of these, the legs come in a little bit distorted. There you go. We can get some decent paint sculpts here. Nice silver and gold trim here. I think this is a solid looking Ranger head, although most of it's just molded silver plastic. So it's a way for them to save. Now, he comes with 2 gripping hands, and he has 1 right fist and 1 left karate. Yeah. Of course, we get the top portion of his cycle, so it looks like we will have some assembly as required. We get the handlebars. There's part of his lance, but it looks like it's missing something right here. Let's find out what that is. And of course, we get Zane's head. I guess it's a pretty good likeness. I just think the eyes are a little weird. I don't know. It just looks like he looks like he hasn't had much sleep. Like, you know, like in the eyes, it looks like he's just like really tired, worn, and just, yeah, it doesn't look great. It really doesn't. I mean, he looks very tired, very, very ragged. It looks like we're missing something here, or it looks like this could be the folded version of his lance. But there's a porthole here, which would suggest that some kind of a blast effect or something would have to go in there, but there is nothing else. So let's just open up the cycle. I was trying to be nice with the paper, but hey. So yeah, there are no other effects or anything. No effects that came with it. Yeah, yeah, that's everything that came with it. So now the cycle itself. Okay, there is a kickstand underneath here, so that's good. So the bike can stand up like this. Now there are no instructions, so we're just gonna improvise. I imagine we have to put the handlebars on first. I'm trying to get the handlebars pushed down. It doesn't seem to want to go in properly. Because I definitely think you'd have to put the handlebars on first. At least that's my guess anyways. Bear with me, guys. There you go. Finally got it on. Took a little bit of finagling. But we have it on. Now, you got this little tab right here. This little port, as you guys can see right there. And the cone is basically going to just slide right in. We do get some displays. Don't know if those are Canon or not. There we go. So, there we go. We got the end space cycle right there. Let's see how well Zane can actually ride his bike. Can we get his hand on the other handle? There we go. There we go. You work on the feet just a little bit. But he moves. There you go. We get Zane on a cycle. Now there looks like this is supposed to be kind of like a foot port, I guess. something to kind of wedge his feet into. Although I really don't think that that works all that well. Because if we do that, you know, he doesn't exactly sit all the way down. It's a motorcycle. We want him to be sitting proper. There you go. Now it looks like he's sitting on his bike. His feet are dangling. That's perfectly fine. I mean, again, I got this for $33. You can see, if you really look at it, you can kind of see the molded plastic. Now, the paint modder, the prop modder in me kind of is tempted to tape off some of the plastic here and hit this with some silver to really make this look solid and not see. I hate that marbling that you get on some plastics. Can you see that right there? So yeah, I'm definitely going to mark the bike down. Every piece of gray plastic has that marbling on it. So that's kind of a letdown right there. It is possible to tape things up and to do some hand painting. I wouldn't just do spray painting, although I think spray painting would be the best way to go. But there's a lot of things you kind of have to take apart. Also, on the front here, let me just show you guys. So you got those weird dots right there. It's on both sides, and it doesn't match up perfectly. We don't have those weird dots on the one side, but we do have it on there. So it's not. It is some QC issues, but we know that Hasbro has not been really doing very well on the QC issues. I actually had an issue with the Zap Megazord, and we'll see what turns out with that. They gave me actually 2 right hands instead of 1 right and 1 left for alternate poses. But I'm going to say I'm going to give this about, let's give it about an 8. I'm going to say 7.5 to an 8. The figure looks good here. It's cool that we get this nice little, we get his little lance. We get the alternate head. The head could be better. But the fact that there's an empty port in here with no blast effect, I mean, you probably can use this as a blaster. But there's nothing to port into there. However, we could take... We could take an energy effect from another Ranger, which I just did. And we can port that in. So, you can use this as a blaster if you have the right effect to port into it. This is actually the energy effect from the Blue Centurion, from the Turbo, from Power Rangers Turbo. So that is a thing you could do. It's a shame that they couldn't give us a blast effect to go with that, though. That's one thing. So, at best, I'm going to say an 8. I like what they did with his lance here. But everything else, I'm going to say it's going to get an 8 at best. It's cool that we got another in space, and then we got Zane. I don't have, and the only in space I have is Astronema and Andros. That's all I have. I don't have any other ones. I am on the hunt for, well, no, I did just get Cassie. We did just get Cassie. I have to unbox her, but I don't have any of the other Space Rangers. I definitely got to get TJ. I'm just debating if I want TJ or if I want TJ with his glider, with his surfboard. So, guys, there we are. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you guys give him? Again, I'm going to say an 8, just because my own personal pet peeves. All in all, I think it's a pretty good, the marbling aside, I think it is a pretty good, solid figure. I mean, with Power Rangers, they did reuse a lot of their vehicles several times over. I mean, like, if you look at Dino Thunder, Tommy's little quad, his Brachio quad that he rode around, was pretty much just a redressed up version of what they used in SPD for Doggy Kruger. I mean, they're basically the same vehicle, just with different dress up. That's all it was. And they kind of did the same with a lot of the motorcycles, too. So, there we are, guys. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give Zane, the Silver Ranger from Power Rangers in Space? He wasn't my favorite Ranger, but, there's been worse Rangers than him. I'm kind of hoping, what I really want? We don't have Lightspeed yet. I want some Lightspeed Rangers. That's what I want. I want some Lightspeed Rangers, and I think that could be fun. I don't think we had much Wild Force. Oh, maybe one or two. There's still a lot of Rangers out there that they have yet to make. But guys, there we go. On a scale of 1 to 10, again, I want you guys in the comment section to let me know what you think of that figure. Also, as always, guys, I want you guys to check out all the links in the video description below. We have a link for the Ride for Roswell. We have a link for the Zap Megazord unbox. And also, we have a link for the Legacy of Nerd, an amazing YouTuber, content creator. He's been hitting all the cons in Texas, and he's, like I said, he's interviewed well over 16 Ranger actors. He's even had Blake Foster on his live stream, and he has a special live stream coming up very soon with another Ranger actor. Who it is, we don't know yet. We won't know until we tune in. And the only way you're going to do that is if you go to his channel, you hit that red button, you hit that bell for notifications, and you follow the Legacy of Nerd. He also has a Facebook page, Legacy of Nerd. And also, he actually co-founded the Toy Collectors Unite Facebook group. It's a very chill, very awesome group where just everyone comes together showing what their collection's off, maybe their latest pickups, and some tips and tricks, and maybe some tips on new clearance items to add to your collection. Anyone and everyone, whatever you collect, it's a free, safe space for you guys. So guys, until next time, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying, keep on busting, and I'm always going to catch you on that flip side. Take care.